Okay, so here is the Tektronix 464 I have acquired a month ago or so. Since then I have been dealing with the problem in the high voltage inverter, which was failing after warming up, and indeed I had to replace the high voltage transformer. And yes, after replacing the high voltage transformer, the high voltage is now stable. I can run the oscilloscope for whatever time I want. Okay, now I'm dealing with another issue which I found out in the middle of the process. Well, not that really found out, but in fact I finally realized what was going on. Since the beginning I thought the quality of the trace a little bit disappointing, and after looking a little bit on the internet, I saw that it probably was related to the CRT being exhausted or nearly exhausted. One of the symptoms about that is what they call the double peaking. So I will close in to try to show you how it is right now, and so that after what I plan to do, which is apply some rejuvenation to the CRT, so that we can have a reference of how it was and how it got back then. Okay, so here's how it is. I'm closing in. Let's hope that we don't lose focus from the... Okay, I'm trying to show simultaneously the intensity controls. So right now, as it is, if I open the intensity, we see at some point, more or less at the middle of the intensity control, at some point it reaches its maximum, and then if I increase it further, it starts to go down, and then if I increase it even further, it gets a little bit brighter again, but not as much as it was in the beginning. And besides that, the quality of the trace gets ruined after we go past the point with the better intensity. I'm going to move it fast from minimum to maximum so that you can see better registered in the video what is going on, because when we move it slowly, it's hardly to see because the camera adapts. Okay, so I will in about 2 seconds I'm going to increase all the way. Okay, and coming back. So you see noticeably you see a noticeable peak in the middle of the control, and then it gets dimmer, and then it gets brighter again, but not that much as in the peak. So I'm going to get to the best intensity that I have, which is about this. And then the other issue is about the focus. Focus is pretty bad. Okay, I have adjusted all the way to the clockwise, and all the way to counterclockwise, as you see, is asymmetrical. It gets the best focus, not in the middle, but somewhere near the beginning. And okay, I'm going to enlarge a little bit this 1 megahertz wave so that we can see better the traces in both directions, vertical and horizontal. I'm going to adjust to the best possible the intensity. So the focus, I'm going to try to zoom in. So turning the focus all the way counterclockwise, and now clockwise a little bit more. So right in the beginning of the control we already get what is the best focus, and then after that it only gets worse. Okay, but then it looks like the trace is more sharp in the vertical direction than in the horizontal direction. So I'm going to try to adjust astigmatism. And the thing is that the astigmatism control affects pretty badly the focus, and the best astigmatism we get, it's also nearly the end. And if we change the intensity, it changes quite a lot the quality of focus. So the best possible focus changes when I change intensity, so that the automatic or the compensated focus is not working. Well, that's what I have to say for now. So here it is, the Tektronix 464. It's quite nice equipment. It's in pretty good shape in aesthetics. As you can see, it has the DM44. It works quite nice. We can change I didn't set it up correctly for that, but okay. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I have to so I can adjust a certain point. Okay, now we have a better scenario here. Okay, so I can adjust a starting point, and an ending point. And as you can see, it's measuring 8 microseconds when I adjusted the beginning of the highlighted of the intensified region. When I just adjust it right in the beginning of a cycle, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which gives me exactly 8 microseconds. This is a 1 megahertz signal being produced by my frequency divider here. It starts from 20 megahertz, and after 6 decades of division, it goes down to 20 hertz, and this is the circuit that I use to actually calibrate the time basis. Okay, but back to the 464. As you can see, it's in a pretty nice shape, beautiful, no broken knobs or yellowed too much in any sense. Okay, so this is it for now. I hope to be able to see improvement after I apply the rejuvenation to the CRT.